YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a tribute to the legendary Joe Diffie. He actually passed away today as a result of the coronavirus, and he was a pretty young guy, and he's only 60 years old, I think, and he did a lot for music. So we're going to tribute this episode to him and his successful year in or successful life in country music and in life, I guess, as a whole. I'm doing some research, and he was born in 1958, so I guess he would be about 60 years old. Had a lot of hit songs: Pickup Man, John Deere Green, Brought Me Up Beside the Jukebox, Leroy the Redneck Reindeer, his Christmas album, and a whole bunch of others. He's featured on a lot of good albums, and it's a shame to see a legend like that pass. But he made his touch on everyone who follows country music, even those who don't follow country music. So I guess we will honor him the best way we can. And to follow that, we are only going to be using John Deere tractors because of his song John Deere. I'm sure everyone knows a little bit about that song. But today's agenda is going to be pretty lax. I'm going to go and show you guys field 6, 12, and 13, just so you can see our progress, and then probably check up on the animals. They should be alright. Cows are good. Chickens are good. We are, I believe, in the last day of spring here. So probably sleep through the afternoon and the evening and get it going for the first day of summer. Early summer, day one, or whatever it would be. But right now I want to take everyone over to fields that I plant with grass for our green gold segment. Now, just to give you guys an idea how big this field is, we're going to do a lap. A little bit of a victory lap. I'm going to zoom out, and you can see I didn't miss really any spots. I missed a couple, but I believe those are grass anyway. That's grass. I missed a little stripe there, but it's okay. We'll live. Those little spots really aren't going to make a big impact on our yield. I mean, yeah, we're going to lose some crop, I guess you can say, but it's really not a big deal. I actually didn't do too bad of a job around the trees planting. It's really hard with such a big planter to actually get into all the little nooks and crannies. But as you can see, this field is massive. This is going to be a huge harvest. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would to plant the fields. I was actually able to do it within, like, I'd say maybe an hour, if that. It just seemed to go a lot faster since I already had the land plowed up and ready to go. I wasn't really fighting with it at all. But we're going to come back up here, and I wanted to purchase the harvester we're going to use for our little silage project. So I am going to hop out the truck Yep, just want to make sure it's turned off so I don't waste my diesel. And where am I going to put this thing? This barn's full. The case has 2.7 hours on it now, so it took me about an hour to do that field. I really don't know. Probably gonna have to finesse it in this barn. The truck's probably gonna have to go outside with the water. Maybe this truck can go down to my house garage, and I'll just leave the trailer up here. Maybe we'll do that, because I don't want to buy this thing, spend a couple $100,000 on it, and have to park it outside in the rain. I don't like parking my stuff outside. I'm kind of weird like that. I know it's just a glorified lawnmower, but things are expensive, and when I go to sell it, they'll get more money for it. So for now, I'm just going to pull this truck over here underneath the and hop in the truck so it won't get all wet. And we need to buy a forage harvester for this. Now, I don't really know which one I want. I like the Crone, it works well. I've used it before. Has a ton of power. I don't know if I want that one or the smaller one. Huh, I don't know which one I want. Let's just go with this one. Let's get this Crone with the Michelins and wide tires. Purchase, yep, $277,000. And yep, that one. I like these Crones. I know we were using them on our like friend farming series, whatever you want to call it. Then I gotta get our trailer. I don't know which one I'm gonna use. I like these Kloss trailers. Are a little bit bigger, 51,000 liters, but not that one. These ones work well. Can I put grass in here? I don't think it really matters. Let's just buy the biggest one we can. 51,000, 44.5, 59 is a truck, semi. Alright, this is the next biggest one, the Crone 56. So we're going to keep things on brand so far. We're going to buy this Crone trailer. Maybe there will be an option to, I like the Michelin tires. And the cover. Nah, I don't want the cover. It's just going to get in the way. Alright, cool. So I'm going to buy that. And now I need a header for it. And I like using... I ran into an issue using this Crone that it was like skipping and it wouldn't actually cut the grass down low. But this New Holland header is fantastic. This is the one I'd recommend to use. It's only 6 meters wide, but the Crone goes pretty quick. So I'm not too concerned with it. So I spent about $500,000 there buying a glorified lawnmower. Before we head down to the shop and pick up that machine, I wanted to run everyone up here to field 17. If you guys recall from my last video, I did not own Field 17 yet, but I bought it last episode, or between last episode and this episode. And I actually put a silo in. I left enough room so I could kind of just swing it in here because the landscaping is terrible. And I have this silo now, this bunker. For some reason, my dump truck that I bought won't dump in here, so I had to dump everything outside and I have to push it in. I don't know if it's because it's already fermented and turned into silage, and if that's why I can't actually dump it inside there. But I don't really know what's going on. But I guess once we start harvesting the grass, we'll know, and if it's messed up, I'll just get rid of it and forget about it. And either build a new bunker or download a different one. Because I know the double bunker works, it's just a pain in the butt a little bit with the covers. It's a little buggy. But hey, it is what it is. And for me, I have so many mods downloaded, so bugs are gonna happen. Man, we're zooming. Alright, so we're gonna just zip in here. We're just gonna park it like a boss because I just spent a ton of money. There we go. They can deal with it. Alright, we're gonna hop in this crone. This tractor harvester runs very, very well. We were running them in our season 3 when I'm playing with friends, and it's fantastic. And with this header, it's impossible. It's, well, not impossible, but it's unbeatable. One thing I'd like to do if we have time in this episode is take this tractor with the plow up to the bunker and see if I can push that silage into the bunker. Because I don't like the levelers. The grass and silage gets hung up on it, it makes a mess. I think it can't get lifted up high enough to drop the material, but I'm thinking this plow will work. So maybe we'll take this up there. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll take this up to the farm. We'll get it situated with the barns or whatever. And then come down and pick that tractor up. Because technically I own those tractors. I just bought them there and placed them there at the co-op because I always need a tractor down there for some reason, or equipment. And that's one thing I'd recommend if you are playing. Buy yourself a forklift, a baling truck, an auto load, or at least a trailer, auto loading trailer. So whenever we didn't need that sign anyway. Builds character. But whenever you buy stuff and you just need to get it to your farm, you don't have to putz around with, let's get my truck and my trailer, and let's get down there with my skid loader. It's already down there for you. Spending the money's gonna be worth it in the long run. Didn't need that sign either. I think there's one more sign to take out. Not two. We'll leave these two. These are too close to home. Well, I'm going to pull this up here. And I'm going to grab my semi. Actually, I don't know what I want to take down there. I could probably pull with my truck and the equipment trailer. Yeah, we're going to use the truck and the heavy-duty equipment trailer. With a triple axle trailer. This probably isn't going to be the final home for this thing. I might build another barn up by the bunker so it's out of the way, because this is the majority of this barn is used for tending my animals. This barn up here is used for all my farming equipment that I kept, because I sold the other 4 cases I had and plows. I have some just miscellaneous stuff over here. Like, I'll use this dolly for my dump trucks when I need to move, like a Wilson trailer, a big Wilson trailer down over yonder. And if I need to move a trailer with my like wheel loader or something. But I just kept the stuff that I needed. I wasn't playing around with extra crap. Oh, then this is also another addition from last episode. I bought another small dump truck, because this one is I use for manure. You can see it's kind of halfway full. And that's a food truck. And this one I am using for silage. Yeah, so then my manure spreader is full, so I need to buy something, or I need another place to hold manure, because this stuff comes out of there pretty quick. But anywho, we are going to, well, I guess my truck's down there already, huh? Probably the easiest thing to do here would be to take my semi down and buy another trailer, an equipment trailer, or I can just kind of bounce around to it. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna get my truck here, go grab my trailer, and come back down and pick up that New Holland tractor, and we could test it out in our bunkers to see if it can move the silage into the bunker without any issues. And actually, I am going to sell that New Holland, because we're dedicating this episode to Joe Diffie, since he passed away today. So I need to buy a John Deere tractor, sell the New Holland, but the John Deere is going to have a front 3-point hitch to attach. I passed up my barn. Alright, I'm not going to horse around with that big equipment trailer. It's too slow for me. I'm going to use this black 24-footer. Oh, train's coming. That was a close one. That train would have sent me over to the next county. Alright, we're going to come back over here and come over here, unfold the loader. Now this trailer gotta wait for the ramp to go down the whole way, and what I'm going to do is bring this tractor over. I'm going to actually put the plow right in front of the ramps. Man, this thing is getting beat around by this plow pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to leave this over here so maybe the co-op will sell this for me if someone wants it, but if not, I'll just have it down here and move equipment around, because it does have wheel weights on it, which is pretty nice to have. That tractor has 0 hours on it, and this one has 0.1. So these are new units. They're pretty much the same tractor in a sense. But we're going to come over here and we're going to buy a John Deere green tractor to use. So John Deere doesn't have any small tractors in this game like the New Holland that we're using. So we're going to have to jump up to a medium one. I really enjoy these M series. Yeah, they don't have a front 3-point attachment. The 6R does though. You do not want the front loader, don't need it. And I am going to go with the wides with the wheel weight, so we have some extra weight. That way, if I need to, I can compact the grass with it and help along with the formation process. Just for comparison, I'm going to bring this over and show you how much bigger this tractor is than the New Holland. And you can see why these are different classes. Other than the fact this has about 150 more horsepower. I mean, that just eats that other tractor. This is a really, all three of those tractors are really nice tractors. You can get away with using them on a smaller farming setup. You can see, if you go back and watch season 1, you can see I used my T5 New Holland a lot. Hopefully this isn't too heavy for my truck now, because I kind of forgot that John Deere didn't make a small unit. Alright, well, it's on there. And the truck ain't too happy about it, I don't think. See, the tires are pretty smashed down in the back there. She's a little slow getting started. But we're going to fasten down the straps anyway, and hopefully it's still on her when we get up there. And we are rolling. Doesn't feel too bad behind the truck. It's not squirming all over the place. It's just way down. This is a pretty nice trailer. It's not as stable as my triple axle 12-wheeled trailer with air brakes that is typically going to be used for pulling heavy equipment behind a dump truck. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said before, I got this, it's quicker, I'm going to use it. Now, whenever I'm turning, that's when you'll see the benefit of having a heavier equipment trailer. It's a lot less roll and a lot less force on the rear end of the truck. You see it kind of skirting around a little bit. But get a little speed build up and we're going to hit this hill. Well, I thought we were going to hit it hard, but we're getting slowed down a little bit. But I'm just going to take this up there, unload it. Got that turbo spooling. This is definitely a load for my dump truck. I don't know really why I thought this was a good idea. This truck is my work truck. The Skark is my kind of nice truck for just driving around in light loads. This is my heavy hauler. So it's made to be worked, but this is a pretty good load for it. Definitely wouldn't want to haul a tractor much bigger than this. But luckily for me, I can keep the tractor back on the trailer far enough so that we're not staring at the stars. Alright, and we are here. Now we're going to get this thing slowed down, drop the ramps, bag up, turn the truck off, and get on out of here. I didn't undo the straps. There we go. Lift the snow plow up. And hopefully we can get this stuff in there. And zoom out a little bit. No, it won't let me move that. So well, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go sell. Well, I'm gonna keep the snowplow for winter time, but I'm gonna take it back down there. And actually, we're just gonna detach that. Leave the tractor here because I don't want to pull it back down there. And I am going to go and get a leveler. And I'll just put it on with the New Holland or that cloth that's down there. I think it's a cloth. It might be a vent. I forget. But we're going to put our straps on. Hopefully that works and the tractor or this plow stays on. Looks like it might be alright. Nope, this thing is not going to be alright. For an update for this game, all loads should be programmed to be strapped down. I have duplicate mods in my catalog because not everything can be strapped down. And only certain implements can. But if the trailer is equipped to strap things down, everything should strap. Especially tractors. I shouldn't have to I like that New Holland 232 skid steer a lot, and it doesn't stay strapped down unless I have the bucket that is programmed to be strapped down. If I have like the regular standard bucket on it, or no attachments at all, it will be on the side of the road, probably upside down. Alright, here we go. Almost there. But if you're watching and you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, and sharing with your friends. I know I'm surprised by the amount of people who are enjoying this series. I have a lot of people sending me messages on Facebook, and like friends text me saying that they're enjoying this type of gameplay and this game in general. So share the love with your friends, and maybe they'll enjoy this as well. Oh, getting a little topsy-turvy. I'm probably going to pick this tractor back up when it comes time to start plowing, because this is a nice little unit. Nice compact. I like that the wheels are inside the plow, and that plow can tilt. But we're going to come over here and buy, I hate to say it, but we're going to buy a leveler. I do not like those attachments at all. They're very annoying to use. And I'm going to buy I'm trying to think which one I want. Probably this one here, since this is the biggest. Alright, there it is. Another 7,500 bucks gone. Yeah, this Coloss tractor is pretty nice too. I enjoy using it. I enjoy using all these units. It's just some of them can be a pain in the butt at times, either because of their lack of power, or if you don't have them equipped right, they tend to be a little topsy-turvy. I'm gonna bring this up And unhook it. There we go. This is 100% going to fall off. I'm driving the John Deere over to it. Well, wish us luck here. Hopefully that stays on so I don't have to come pick it up off the side of the road. This attachment is pretty heavy, so that's one thing going for it. It seems like the heavier attachments tend not to slide around as much. This probably would have fit right on the back of the truck, but that's pretty big. Oh, there we go. See, that's what we don't want. We don't want it shifting around. So I'm not going to turn down by the farm so I don't have to make that sharp turn. But we're going to take it straight up here and go to straight to the top of field 17. That way we're not playing around with it. There's the farm. Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to try and speed this process up a little bit. But we don't want to be picking this stupid thing up. I absolutely destroy all these signs for the most part. Alright, we're on the home stretch here. Now hopefully I can just back my tractor up here to the top of the trailer. I want to keep the truck straight, so I'm going to pull in the grass a little bit. Oop. Unfold the ramps, see if I have to back up. Nope, enough clearance. Turn the truck off and get on out of there. We almost lost her. It's alright though. Start up this John Deere. And I think I want to put this thing on the front of the tractor. Usually I go on the back, but this thing's big enough where I think I can keep it on the front and get away with it. At least for now. Maybe once we get a good load in there and we're kind of getting things going. There we go. This thing's annoying. I do not like this attachment. Alright, now it's down really far. And this is the part that's annoying. It's like you get stuck on the plow. This sucks. Alright. Alright, I don't really know what's going on here. So this is what I mean with this thing being bugged out. Like, I don't know if I can just, if it's gonna just catch itself here. Alright, there we go. Alright, well that's good enough. We're just gonna park this thing before I ended up wanting to put it down over a cliff. These things are terrible, these levelers. I don't think it'll be any better if I put it in the back, but I do not enjoy using these at all. If you just tuned in, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want. And turn on that bell notification so whenever I post a video, you know automatically. So if you're one of my friends that keep getting spam with messages from me saying I'm going live, make it easy on yourself. Just hit that subscribe button. I'm going to take this truck back down and unhook it and put it away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that Crone tractor out, or mower, and I'm going to show you guys how well it works. Like I was saying before, it is a really, really good unit. As long as you get the smaller one. The bigger one's alright. I think I might be doing something wrong with it when I use it. Man, I can't back a trailer up to save my life right now. There we go. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Now we got this put away. I'm just going to unhook it. We're going to head back up to the barn and grab the mower. And I want to show you guys how well that Crone mower works with collecting this grass. We're going to pull up here, get some air. There we go. And just bag it up. Now, if you think of this thing of it as a glorified push mower with a bagger on the back. This trailer is going to act as my bagger, so I can hold 56,000 liters of material before I need to go dump it. Look at that. Look at that backup technique. Yeah, and you should have tuned it a couple seconds earlier. It was a little rough. I got a little jackknifed. But, hey, we figured it out. We'll get her done. But this is the Crone, like I was saying, I think it's the 580, yep. I was going to say 560, that would have been wrong. But pipe out the thing there, let it come up. And turn on the harvester. That automatically drops the front header. And you can just pull forward and it'll start pumping grass right into the trailer for you. Now you see it's a little off canter here, so typically what I'll do is I'll just leave it. It's not really worth fighting with, and I'll go down. Alright, this is making a fool out of me here. I'm here for the farm content. This Josh's girlfriend who has a better yee than him. Yeah, if you're in the comment or in the if you're watching, let me hear your yee. I love that TikTok. But we're just gonna come up here and keep cutting our grass. You did have a better yee than him. That is a proven fact. Sorry, Josh. Don't want to upset you. But as you can see, this mower works a lot better when the ground is level and when we're not staring at a tree. But we already got 3,000 liters of grass. Like I was saying before, once I put this in the bunker, we are going to turn it into silage, which is very, very valuable. I can use that to feed my cows if I don't want to give them TMR and want to change up their diets, which is good to do sometimes. I don't really know if it matters in the game, but in real life, treating your cows and your livestock different types of foods will just kind of make them want to be a little happier for you. I might have to get my smoothing tool in here and clean some of this up. But this is also a good way to make money. So if you're starting a game out and you can't really afford much, get a small mower and kind of do the same thing but on a smaller scale. And then I'm actually going to go up here a little bit to the top of the field, because I know there's a ton of grass up here for us to cut. Driving right through my fields. I do have crop destruction off. I know it takes a little bit of realism out of the game, but whenever you're trying to build different garages and silos and you really don't want all your crops to get destroyed, it's easier just to turn it off and take that realism out. But hopefully in the next couple episodes here, we are going to have a lot of grass cut when we get to cut fields 12, 13, and 6. That's my green gold project. Things a little off canter again. It'll pick back up here in a second. It sucks a little bit when you lose some grass, but it's gonna happen. And it's not really worth going back and picking it up for what you're gonna get out of it. But if we don't flip the tractor here. The other thing too is you gotta make sure the grass looks thick. Like this grass is ready to be cut. We're a little stuck here. Yeah, it'd be nice to get all that there, get a whole nother swipe, but it's really not worth the time. So we're gonna come around, swing around, and bring it on back down. And get all this stuff here. And you can see like that isn't ready to be cut. It's still a little thin. Sometimes I like going and shut the machine off and start it back up just to see if it's glitching out. A lot of times it isn't, but you just never know. Oh, this thing's being stupid. It's making a liar of me. I don't like that. You see, this is one of those units that you can use from the inside of the machine. It's kind of still simple. Sometimes you get in a machine that's like impossible to see from inside the cab, like the skid steers. Even though the skid steers, there's a lot of visibility in them in real life when you use them. But 15,000 liters, this is like free money. A little bit of cleanup work there on the edge of the field. We're going to bring this on back up. I'm kind of thinking there's almost like a, what do they call it, easement, which is why I can't cut right along the road. That we're going to know for sure when we go to cut our project field, because I pretty much plowed and seeded the whole ways up to the field. So if you watch my last episode, you kind of have an idea of what's going on. One thing I do want to mention is if you enjoy watching these, I do post all my live streams up online or on YouTube here. So if you do happen to miss a live stream and you want to be caught up on the greatest and latest from the Rubber Ducky, make sure you go and watch the previous episodes. I mean, I don't really have any like clickbait on them for the most part, so you're really not going to be too confused if you miss one episode, but it helps me out if you go and click on it and share it or whatever. Whatever all these kids do these days. Getting all this grass. This is probably honestly one of the funnest parts of the game too, and most relaxing. Because I know cutting grass in real life is probably one of my favorite things to do. And it's kind of nice that I have endless grass to cut now. I know I got my John Deere tractor out today and was working with it a little bit. And I did 2.5 laps around my house with it, and I blew a belt off of it. If I blow a belt off in this game, I don't even gotta worry about it. Because I got 155 mil that says I can just go buy a new tractor. Now in real life I gotta drive my $1,000 tractor. Because I'm broke. Broke college kid. Gotta love it. Now let's see if we can swing this thing around without binding it up too bad. That is one of the downfalls of these units. The turning radius is not there. It's non-existent. That can get a little annoying, but it's alright. If I were to oh wow, that didn't come out. Concrete. If I was to critique this tractor at all, the one thing I'd say is the turning radius, and when you're inside the cab, you can't hear if the mower's working or not. It's kind of a guessing game. If it's not working, I would prefer to go back and like turn the tractor off, turn it back on. It's like a computer. Now, a question I did have for my viewers is, how would you guys prefer to be notified? Because I'm not sure that YouTube always notifies everyone whenever the live stream starts. I would hope that they would, but I know it can be buggy since it's a huge platform. I don't know if Twitter is the way to go, or if Facebook, or what have you. The goal is to keep it as simple and as painless as possible. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. And we're gonna swing this thing around. We're gonna just lift up the head though. See, you got some weeds in there. Maybe need to throw a herbicide in here so it doesn't, so weeds don't kill my yield. I know I already threw some manure on it. Some of it got double manured. The majority only got once. I have a ton of it to spread out yet if I need. I have a full manure spreader load, which I believe is 7,500 liters or it's 15,000. I can't remember fully. But that's a lot of cow crap. I have no idea where it already cut. There it is. Alright, we got about 72% full. I think we're going to go up here and try to dump this out and see if the silos or the bunkers want to play nice this time. Be nice if they just want to work. I just don't have luck with those units at all for some reason. Now let's see if we can bag this thing up in there. Josh Gardner mentioned me in their story. Josh Gardner, you're a stud. Just want you to know that. I'd text you back, but texting and driving's bad. Oh, I'm gonna take out that John Deere. Whoops. Bag it up. You're good. You're good. I'm not good, actually. We need to get this tractor out of the way before things get out of hand. I do not like these levelers. There we go. Let's park the John Deere right in the way for after I dump it. Stay hot, kid. Alright, I'm gonna back this thing up. And I don't want to get too close to the edge, but zoom out so we can see what's going on here. You can see like the meter stops sometimes when everything gets too close to the rear end of the, whatever you want to call it, the dispenser or the trailer. So we are going to pull this out of the way here. We'll pull it across the street, park at a neighbor's driveway. I don't even know what that is. The Alamo or a church? It's one of the two. Oh, wrong button. We are going to pull forward. That must be up and down. The other one must be tilt. And this is pretty good in here. But you see the compacting is really, really low. And this thing just kind of levels things out for me. So whenever I go and eventually back up here with my big Wilson trailer, it will be a nice kind of ramp type deal for me. And I'm alright with it spilling out just a hair, but if it gets a little too crazy, then we're gonna have to address it. That's all the way down. I can tilt this down like that, and do one of these deals with it. There we go. That's alright for now, because we're going to have a ton more grass to put in here. If you watch my Farming with Friends series, you'll see that we were using the Big Bud triple wheel to compact all this stuff down. And it worked really, really well. I just got lucky when I bought the triple wheel and it fit perfectly in between the bunker walls. But I have that case tractor I can always pull up here to level this stuff out. A lot of times people will use these bunkers to hold cow food. So they call it chaff. So like whatever comes out the back of a harvester, like what's left over, there's still a lot of nutrients in it. Instead of letting that go to waste, people will use that to feed their cows or pigs or whatever. 69% compacting. Now you need this to get up to 100% or it will not turn into the silage. I'm guessing I'm gonna get probably 20 or 30 of those trailers full of grass. You can see it does level out nice, but it is going to be a busy day. And it's going to take up a lot of space. Which is alright, it's just hopefully I don't need to build too many more bunkers. These things are expensive, but I think I'm going to keep track of how much grass we get off the fields and then do a calculations to see if it's worth actually doing grass harvests. Turn those lights off so I don't get a dead battery. This is what silage looks like. It's kind of like a dark greenish brownish color. And the grass is nice and bright and green still. It hasn't died down yet. But alright, now we hit the 1 hour mark in the live stream. So I think I'm gonna start to wrap things up a little bit. I'm actually going to keep this up here. I know it sucks keeping $300,000, $400,000 worth of machines outside, but it is what it is. I really don't want it in my way at my farm, so I'm just going to leave it up here. I'm going to just kind of push this forward or backwards. There we go. Shut that off. And we're back at the farm. One other thing I need to do before we start wrapping things up here is I need to get a better solution for manure. I am using my dump truck right now, but that's gonna be full here in, well, probably a couple days, because these cows crap a lot. I mean, right now we have where is it, almost 2,000 liters worth of manure, and the last time I got in here there was 16,000 liters of manure. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to bring up my Wilson trailer. I would like to park it here, but I don't think my wheel loader will actually reach it. So I'm going to go and find my semi truck. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Yeah, we're gonna move that trailer up here. This is a great truck to buy. This is another thing I highly recommend for your farm. Doesn't have the most power, but it runs super well. See, I built a little ramp there. I was thinking ahead for once. But I'm gonna get this trailer up, and I have my flatbed trailer down there that needs to come up here. Now I got this trailer to match my previous semi truck, which was John Deere Green, RIP Joe Diffie. But we're going to pull this up and around, hopefully not run over my trailer. But who knows what's going to happen here. Rather hit my house than my trailer. Oh, we made it. Look at that. It's like butter and a biscuit. And now I've been debating on where to put this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it in next to my chicken coop. That's probably the flattest spot. That way all I got to do is pull it straight out. Oh, this isn't my Wilson trailer. This is my other trailer. I might actually trade this trailer in for a Wilson trailer. I know this one holds 70,000 liter. Wilson's only hold 60. Those other trailers just look better and function a little bit better. This should be empty. Yeah, it's empty. Keep that closed up. We should be good to go here. Cows should be good. Their cleanliness is good enough. 96%. Health is good. Getting a lot of milk out of them. That's one thing we can do is go and sell the milk. Oh, I need to bring that trailer up first. Park it. This is the trailer I was using in the last episode to hold all my seed. You can see we didn't use much, which I was very, very surprised in. So I got probably enough for doing that field at least one more time, maybe two. But I need to turn this trailer around without wrecking anything. Nah, we just kissed the pole, it doesn't matter. And what we're going to do is we're going to back this thing up. And I'm going to throw it around my little shanty here. This is an epic fail, holy crap. You know what? We're gonna sell it. We're gonna just sell that barn quick. Because I don't even use that thing, it's just in the way. Where are you at? There it is. Sell. Sell the workshop. I think I used it once. Now I do like keeping my trailers like this in one area. Makes them easier to keep track of. I always try and make sure all my gear is in one spot. Oh. Alright, we're selling seed, I guess. Can't drive across the... Alright, we're selling all the seed. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, got $8,000 for that. That's not bad. I probably spent more than that, but won't be the first loss of the day, I guess. But I think we're gonna save the milk for another episode. It's getting kind of long. I hope everyone enjoyed watching today. I'm gonna try and keep doing these live streams either in this season or like Farm with Friends or even season 1. I might put out the corn harvest here soon. That was huge. But I'm just gonna kind of keep it a little random. But keep tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up the video. It really helps. And share the page with your friends. I mean, that's how this is gonna grow. This is kind of a fun hobby for me, and I just want to share it with as many people as possible, and everyone watching can help with that. So thanks again for watching, and I will see everyone on the next one. And now you can watch me epically fail at ending this broadcast and see if I can do it right this time. How about that? It worked.